when I'm so happy, I start with cyclocross, it's for the technique in the bench. In the race in cyclocross, it's really fast, always. The Wednesday, you go to 2 hour full gas 2 times, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 2 times full gas, and just for the explosivity. And you have only one wings, but you put 44, 46. Maybe the TT race in the Tour de France. Oh, it's always incredible, and yeah, I want to practice the same of him because for me it's my big rider and my big dream.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Castelli podcast. I'm Søren Jensen, Castelli Marketing Manager, and we have got a fantastic episode lined up for you today. Whether you're a die-hard cyclocross fan or just curious about the sport, this episode is packed with insights, inspiration, and everything that makes bike racing such a unique and involving discipline. Today we're joined by Antoine Huby, a rising young star in the cycling world. Hailing from the Brittany region of France, Antoine first made waves in cyclocross, clinching the U23 French Championship title in 2021, but his talent didn't stop here. In 2023, he lit up the road with incredible performance, including a victory at the U23 Course de la Paix, a second place at Liège Bastogne Liège under 23, and a top 5 at the Tour Alsace. It was only a matter of time before he turned pro, and Soudal Quick-Step snapped him up for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. So I'm thrilled to introduce such a young and talented athlete who's excelling in both cyclocross and road cycling, and who by many has been compared to his countryman Julian Alaphilippe. With the cyclocross season nearing its end, all eyes are on one of the sport's most prestigious events, the World Championships, held this weekend in northern France, not far from Antoine's home. So I thought it was the perfect time to get some insider knowledge about the sport and what to watch for when tuning in. And as cycling fans, we are in for a treat this weekend. Mathieu van der Poel is aiming to equal Eric de Vlaeminck's record of 7 world titles on Sunday, while Wout van Aert has made the surprise decision to race against van der Poel. But without further ado, let's dive in and welcome Antoine Huby from the Castelli-equipped Soudal Quick-Step team. So first of all, Antoine, welcome on the Castelli podcast.
Yeah, welcome everybody, and I really enjoy I'm here.
It's great to have you. I mean, having a person like you with such a huge talent, but also having a background that is not 100% road cycling.
Yeah, before I arrived to the cyclocross and a little bit run too, but yeah, I start for cyclocross and after I arrive in the road.
Most cyclocross athletes, they train mostly on the road, also the season, and then they get into cyclocross specific training in September, no?
Yeah, it's a best combo. When you are in the season of cyclocross, you train only 2 times in the specific training for cyclocross. But all the race, it's in the road bike, and in the summer, you prepare your season for the cyclocross, and you go to the road races, and it's like the season for everybody, but you are in the mind for the cyclocross season.
For the cyclocross. And I want to talk about cyclocross just in a little bit, but first I just want to underline also your palmarès, because you have had some stunning results also on the road. You were French national champion in 2021 in under 23. You also finished second at the Liège Bastogne Liège under 23, and you have had a lot of other big results at the Course de la Paix. So how did you end up on Soudal for the 2024 season, taking the big step into the pro cycling ranks? How did that come together that you got a contract with the team?
Yeah, for me it's a really big emotion to come in the Soudal Quick-Step team, because when I arrived in 2023, it's my first time in the road season. All my hand is for the road season, because always before it's a cyclocross, but Yeah, I arrived in the new team. All is new for me, new trainers, new program, all is new. And when I start, I practice big job for all my teammates. And after 1 month, I start the class 2. And when you are amateur, it's really important class 2. Come in the pro cyclist. And when I arrive in Liège, I'm a leader with one teammate of me. For me, I have big goal for this race because it's really important for me. And when I saw the race for the pro, it's always big rider won this race.
Yeah.
And me, I won this race on my palmarès and finish second. For me, it's really good, but it's not the best because if it's the best, I won.
Right.
But with my small team, because it's not continental or it's nice and I really enjoy. And it's just after this race, I have a contact with Johan Mori and with Patrick. But I seen in my contract just after I won the Course de la Paix. Yeah, this race, normally I don't go to the Course de la Paix because I go to the Orland Nation Cup just I think 2 weeks before, and I have 1 week with my team, the team building or something like this. I don't remember exactly, but the French director sportif called me. It's possible you come because another one rider. It's now it's finished. He's dead, and you have good shape. I want you. Oh yeah, me. I want going to because. You go for the French team, it's always pleasure and big goal. And when I arrive, my shape is really nice. And the team, the atmosphere, all it's nice. And the day after day, my shape go up. And yes, one day I finished second just because I practice a shit sprint. I don't know why, but normally sure I won now, but it's like this. And I take the yellow jersey in the same time with the second. And all it's for the last day. And I say with my team, just focus for the bonus sprint. Yeah. And I just won this. And in the finish, I finish in front of him, sure. Allez, come on. And all the day, it's like in the you won before. It's perfect day, and I won the yellow jersey. It's my first time I won this, and it's a World Cup in U23. Yeah, it's incredible for me. And just after I signed my contract, and
a lot of people, not only because with your background coming from cyclocross, what I've read in the news, in the media, they put parallels between you and Julian Alaphilippe when he was your age. I mean, also Julien, he wrote cyclocross, but also looking at the parallels between Antoine and Julien.
Yeah, I understand this because I have the same personality of Julien or Lolo, and yeah, for me it's a big pleasure to the comparison because it's a best rider in France, and for me in the world it's the population all know Julian Alaphilippe, and for me it's a really pleasure. But yeah, he started in cyclocross too, and after he go to the road, same parcours a little bit of me. May arrive a little bit after him. Yeah, it's the same, and if it's possible, I have the same palmarès. I sign directly because it's extraordinaire. Huh?
Yeah, it must have been strange or amazing riding on the same team. He was probably one of your idols when you were a small kid. Then suddenly racing on the same team.
Yeah. When I'm young, it's my idol. When you put on the TV in the Tour de France, you saw him with the yellow jersey and in the big climb in France and the Tourmalet or maybe the TT race in the Tour de France. Oh, it's always incredible, and just I say in my hand, I want to practice the same of him because for me it's my big rider and my big dream. And last year, yes, I arrived with him. Just the first day, I a little bit impressive of him. Yeah. And after I say, okay, it's aim of me really. Now it's my friend, and I want just all he say in the race, and I won't practice the same. Open my eyes, I take all in my suitcase. And
yeah, learning from one of the best in the game. And also because Lulu is what I've experienced myself since we started working with the team.
Yeah,
he's such a nice and humble person, you know, so friendly to everyone. And I remember after the first team meeting, I think when we came to do the size fitting of the riders in the end of 2021, but we were about to leave. Julien, he had already said goodbye to everyone, but he still came back to thank us again, shaking us hands and thanking us for coming and do the size measurements of all the riders. And he's a fantastic person.
Yeah, really, it's a special specimen for me, because when you arrive in the room or something like this, you have a bad atmosphere. You arrive, you put always good atmosphere, and yeah, it's really good person. Lulu, it's Lulu forever.
Forever, yeah. So unfortunately, he'll be missing on the team in the 2025 season, but there's going to be a lot of other exciting riders on the teams and more French people also coming in to the team. This is also great for you guys.
It's nice for our French cycling, a little bit new. One new man, Valentin Parepinte, I know him because he have the same age for me. And one girl. Yeah, it's nice for the French rider go outside, and especially to Belgium, because the Belgium cycling, it's the best of the world for me, I think. And when you arrive in Belgium, it's totally different to France, because all the functionment, the personnel, all is different. It's really big.
But I think also because in Belgium, the national sport, if you look at whole Belgium, is probably soccer, football, like in any other European country. But if you go to Flanders, then it's cycling, you know, and it's the heart of cycling.
Yeah. All the person go in the school, go in the work with the bike. Huh? It's rain, it's wind, it's snow. All take the bike and go in the work or in the school with the bike. Huh? When I arrived in Belgium, the first time when I practice cyclocross, I go 6 months in Belgium. I'm impressive for this, because in France it's totally different. When you have a little bit wind, I take my car. The car respect a lot of the cycling, and yeah, it's really nice. And you have a big cycle piste. Always it's for the cycling.
It's safe for riding bikes, and people respect you, the cars, the drivers.
True.
Now we're talking about cyclocross. So let's move towards that topic, because when this podcast will go live, it will probably be the week of the World Championships, which will take place this year in France and not too far from Brittany, where you're from. But unfortunately, you told me that you're not going to be able to participate or put your focus on us, because you would be racing in Australia and Tour Down Under in January.
Yeah.
But it must be big for France and for French cyclocross fans to have the world champs.
Yeah, it's a really chance for the French country for me. You have the organization to the World Championships, because it's really event in cyclocross. And all the Belgian people come in France, all the country, I think, for me. And the French put a lot of money for cyclocross, because now we have 2 World Cups, a different place, and the French Cup, it's really popular now. Yeah. The Belgian guys come, the Czech guy comes, because it's really, the organization, it's really high level. You have all parking, the circuit, it's really nice. And the popularization to the circuits, it's step by step height. And it's really nice. And for me, it's bad. It's not possible like going, but because I go to the Tour Down Under again in Australia. But next year, I want to come back, because the atmosphere is really important for me, and for the shape, for everything. Yeah, I love the cyclocross, and I spoke a little bit again with Tim Mirlich, because he go again, he say, "Allez, come with me." It's always nice.
So Tim rides cyclocross,
Yeah.
When he gets to it, because your job is different now. You're a professional cyclist on the road, so you also need to keep that as a, in your program, training program plan. But if you can manage to go out and do a few races in winter,
but for me it's possible. You put a combination. You go in the bike in the morning, or the Sunday you go in the long training in Saturday race. Yeah, it's okay for me for the combination, and it's really, really nice for me, cyclocross, for the preparation and for everything. It's a good combo, and I want to come back for my body, for my explosion in the bike. For me it's really nice, and I want to come back because it's in my body for all my life, cyclocross. And
it is, yeah. But how did that start? I mean, you're not the only one, because if you think about it, you're following the footsteps of riders like Tom Pidcock, Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, that have transferred to the road and still being successful both on the road and in cyclocross. How important do you think it is to have those technical skills on the road that you can learn in cyclocross?
Yeah, for me, just first part, when I'm so happy I start with cyclocross, it's for the technique in the bench. Because when it's so fast or in the downhill, you won't move. It's really easy for you to move on the bench, in the bench. When I saw the different guy in the bench, it start so far. When you have like 23 years old, you arrive in cycling or something like this a little bit before, but you don't go to the school cycling before.
No.
It's shit in the bench, because for take the musette is dangerous.
Yeah.
When you won't pass him, or he pass you in the downhill, it's dangerous.
Taking corners.
Yeah, take the corners, you arrive. It's possible.
Jump the side curve.
Yeah, I have a lot of experience like this last year with Lulu, when I arrived so fast in the corner, because I take my speed before, and I don't lose the speed in the corner when you have the technicity like this. And when the man arrive, he go so far in the corner, and you arrive so speed. Wonder, wow, what is here?
Yeah. But it's something that every child should do, getting into cycling. Play on the bike, but do cyclocross, mountain biking, maybe even track racing, because track cycling, really helps with the technique on the bike, but especially cyclocross is a good...
Yeah, for me, it's a really good school, cyclocross, mountain bike. I don't know a lot mountain bike because I practice only one season. Yeah, cyclocross, I go for maybe 10 seasons. And it's a really nice school for the road. And for me, it's important you start on this discipline, and after you come in road only for all. You learn a lot in cyclocross, in mountain bike. In, I think, BMX, I have one example, like Axel Laurence, he started in BMX after cyclocross and road like me, and now he's in Ineos too. Yeah, when you start in small discipline, when you are young, it's just for playing. If you go directly in the road, it's longer. Only road. It's long.
You're right, and it's all about having fun, on the bike, and playing maybe when they're just kids on the grass field, putting up some cones or put some water bottles that they have to zigzag through. Maybe do a little bit of carrying, shouldering the bikes, or jumping, or playing with each other, pushing each other, you know, because with those, if you fall on the grass, you're not going to hurt yourself.
It's really important for learn to crash. It's just a small example, but when you start in cyclocross, you crash a lot. When it's really mud or something like this, it's really slip, and you learn for crash. And after, when you have really fast crash, that I have in the Dauphiné this year, it's not possible. You crash when it's possible. If you have just small crash or something, like, you learn before, and after it's better for crash and for your body. And just the small example, when I won the Course de la Paix, I have the yellow jersey. It's a Pierre Gautra I have. Just before, it's in the French team. It's my teammate. And he have just a small crash in front of him. Me and him is blocked in the downhill. And you have maybe 10K again to downhill. He see me coming my way, like take the gap with the bench before. And I turn so fast. And I start the big climb with 30 seconds before the bench. Just in 10K, it's fast, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, when you have big technicity, it's possible you take it's possible you don't win the race. It's possible you don't lose the race. Because it's possible you lose the race in the downhill if you don't have it.
But what about you when you were a kid there in Bretagne? How did you get into cyclocross? How did it start with you? Who introduced you first to cyclocross? Was that a friend, your father, an uncle, a mother, or?
First time in Brittany, the cycling is really popular. Huh? It's really important. And my father and when I really young, my two uncles practice cycling after one stop. And now my father and my uncle continue cycling, cyclocross road. And all the weekend I go in the race for see him. And when I have maybe 6 years old or 4, I start cycling and my dad say, no, I don't want, he just practice cycling. And I go to baby basketball at the same time. But when I lose the match, I'm not happy. And for me, I saw, okay, with the team like this, it's not for me. I prefer when I'm alone on my bike, just with my shape. I have a good preparation, it's possible I won, and I won all. And I start after in France, it's Castelli. And I continue always. I go to run, I practice, to the cross run. And always I start all for continuous cycling because it's my best. And for a really long time, I playing always with my bike. And I have 2 titles in the French Championships in cyclocross. Just with a little bit talent. And after you play with your bike and it's okay.
Do you still play with your bike when you're out on the road today? You have, or maybe when you're coming to the cafe with the other boys, or do a wheelie, or do some bunny hops there, maybe to jump the side curve or something.
For me, it's really important to play with your bike always. Sometimes it's not possible, like in the race. But I have one example. When I go in my first Strade Bianche last year, it's first time it's sun after it's rain. And in the sector, I remember it's a little bit mud, really sleepy. And when is this? You play your bike. But yes, in the training it's possible. I jump with the spin bump. Always it's important for me to play with your bike. And
it is.
Your bike, the bike, it's one. For me, it's important to play all the time.
It is. Also to feel it with the bike,
Yeah.
But where are you based now? Do you still live near your family in Bretagne?
No. 22, I think I start in Nice.
But Nice is also nice, good for training.
Yeah, for training it's really nice, and the weather is the best, huh?
Yeah, and some good climbs.
Yeah, it's really nice. For cycling in Europe, I think it's the best.
Yeah, no, I also like it there, especially when you get up there behind the mountains of Col de Braus, the Tourigny, Las Quiranes, all of them.
Yeah, when you start, you take Col d'Es,
yeah. But it can be a little traffic, little sometimes, no?
Oh, for me it's quite okay.
Okay.
You have traffic everywhere, huh?
On the coast, but then you get just a little bit beyond that towards the mountains. And
it's the paradise.
Yeah, it is. Damn, I love that area as well,
for
riding. So, Antoine, we already talked a lot about how you got into cyclocross, how it helps you and shapes you as a rider, technical skills and everything. Let's take our listeners through what cyclocross is about and what skill set he or she needs. We know cyclocross is 1 hour with really high heart rate. The engine, this kind of that the sport is producing is amazing. You have to race like 60 minutes almost at your max the whole time. At the same time, you also race for a team, but at the same time, you also race individually, because then every single cyclocross rider, especially today, they have their own little camper van and a small support team around them. But when you race cyclocross as a team, is there also a collaboration between some of the other riders, or is it more the individual?
Yeah, I have both. In the first part, I have personal sponsored, and just my parents and my family help me a lot. It's really important. And after I arrive in the bigger club, and you have the sponsored for, and I arrive in the cyclocross team, and you have the sponsored, but in cyclocross it's possible you are alone or you are in the team, but you have always your personal with you, because it's important you take the repair with your mechanic, with your master, with your physio, because when you arrive in the pit lane in cyclocross, it's really important you saw directly your person, because it's a cow in the pit lane.
I know, yeah.
It's when it's mud, it's really crazy. And if you are always the same person, it's always fast, and it's really important for me. Yeah. And when you arrive in Belgium, it's same. It is in the big team, but you have the one personnel for one rider.
How many bikes would you bring to a cross race?
After junior, I have 3 or 4 bikes.
How many wheels?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Probably mounted with different tires.
Yeah, 10
for
pairs.
Different condition, 10 pairs. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's different tire. Yeah, 10 or 15. Yeah, it's a lot in cyclocross. Yeah. It's really expensive for this. When you start and you don't have, for me, if I don't have a personal sponsor, it's not possible for my parents to pay all.
No, because 4 bikes, we know what bikes cost today. And the next wheels.
With my parents, I don't have 4 bikes, but
you had 2 maybe, because you still need at least 3, the minimum, Yeah,
2, it's real the minimum, because if you want to change a bike, you are obligation, you have another one in the pit. But yeah, I think when you want to start cyclocross, you start with one nice bike, one not really expensive, 2 good pair of wheel, and the good tubular.
Because also there again, it's tubular. So if you have only 2 pair of wheels, you mount one for muddy conditions and one for faster. But it's not like if the conditions changes that the guy in the pit can just quickly swap the tire. That's impossible.
It's not possible.
You get to the cross race and you have your family supporting you. You go out and test ride the course, and then you kind of see how you cut the lines and tire pressure you need. Most of the times it's all about getting as low as possible on tire pressure, but without bunking the rim on a stone or a root or something.
Yeah, I put the pressure on my wheels like 2 bar.
And your weight is how much? 56, 7, 8?
Yes, 56.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Always with this. Now I think it's 10 years with 56.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really long time, but it's okay for me. Yeah. When the power is good, it's okay for me.
Exactly. I mean, you go strong uphill, we know that. But you also go strong on hilly courses, and you go strong in cyclocross. So you got that power, in your legs. Yeah,
the power in my legs is really nice for this.
Explosiveness.
Yeah, really explosive. And when I go for the first lap, if it's not really muddy, 2 bar, and I have the check control in my pocket, and if it's sleepy or what, I check. I did it on the first lap. I practice 2 laps again, and after I stop, just walk out after and race. And I chose my one I want on the tubular, but because I have 1, 2, 4 difference. Yes. Yeah. One it's really sun faster, one it's really mud, one just sleepy. one for the saddle. Yeah.
So you usually go then for all tires around 2 bars, both front and back, or do you go a little high on the back?
The minimum I put, it's when I finish French Championship in 2019, 0.8.
Really?
0.7 in the front, 0.8 in the back, yeah. It's the minimum I put on my life. And now...
33 mils?
33, yes.
Wow.
Now you arrive in the road and you spoke with the mechanic. Oh, yeah, I put 7 for you. Oh, you're crazy. Just 5 is okay for me. But it's totally different.
Yeah, it is different.
Yeah, you chose the.
But even
the
7
best.
on the road is high today.
Yeah, it's high, but it's totally different in cyclocross because your technique, it's you chose. You chose your line in the corner and it's only your choice. It's not possible. My brother chose the same pressure or nobody. It's personal.
So then you did the recon. Then you line up at the start line with all the other riders.
Yeah.
And you look at the clock. It's almost like Formula One when the clock. Yeah, there you see also with the prestige races there in Belgium that you have then that goes from the red and then to the green. What goes through your mind? Probably nothing apart from getting a really good start, because I know you need to have a fast start, be quick to click into the pedals, and be between the first riders coming into the first corner. Is that right?
Yeah, when I'm in the first line, I check 2 times my pedals for click my pedal fast as possible, because it's really important in the start in cyclocross. For the first 15 minutes, the start is the most important. And when you are in the second line, it's a little bit less important, because you start when the man in front will start. It's not possible you start before him. And just after my pedal, it's in good position, I brake my front wheel, full gas, and I push all is possible in my on my pedal, my right pedal, and I just saw the fuel like this. And big concentration just on the fuel. Yeah, I listened nothing, just saw the fuel red, and when I saw the green, directly. And the objective is click the pedal after 2 seconds maximum.
Do you train that often?
Yeah, a lot. In my parents' home, in the garden, just go for. You don't go for longer, just maybe 5 seconds. You stop, and you click the pedal. It's really important. When you are in the best rider, it's really, really important. And for me, it's good. It's nice. I like this pressure when you are in the first line.
Yeah. You can see the guys on television when they're lining up, they're at the start line, and that concentration and everything. And you can just see that when the green light goes on, it's palm, like you said.
Yeah, it's really explosive. Yeah. The start of cyclocross, it's full power you push. When you arrive in the road race, I never take a workout or like this, because when you arrive in cyclocross, you go full gas directly. And now for me, after you have 5k neutral, it's easy to go full gas after 5k. Because in cyclocross, you go directly in.
But what about then for the course? Because you have some flat, maybe drive super fast courses. You have courses that are lots of up and downs. Maybe there's some stairs, some shouldering the bike, some bunny hops. What cassette would you usually mount, or what gearing? Let's look at the cassette first. Would you usually mount?
I use 3211 in the back and
front.
In the front. When I'm in junior, I put SRAM, and I have 42, only one wings. Yeah. But after in the U23, and when you go in Super Prestige, World Cup, Mathieu, Van Aert, Pitcock, Elizabeth, it's not possible just with only one wings when you are younger, because it's really fast. Yeah. And if you put 42, you are, after 2 minutes, you are behind.
You're behind, yeah.
But after, like Thibonais use SRAM, and you have only one wings, but you put 44, 46, because now we have the power for push this. And me, I take the choice. I put Shimano, and I take maybe I don't remember a lot, but I think 46, and I have a small wings, and it's better for the big climb.
The big steep climbs.
Yeah.
Also, see who's a powerhouse. I've seen a couple of races also last year, but Mathieu van der Poel riding the double chain rings in the front, not single chain ring.
Yeah, Mathieu used double.
Double, yeah. Okay.
Van Aert one, because when you are with Shimano, you use double, and when you are with SRAM, you use one mono, yeah.
But also then with the cassette that we have today that you mentioned, that goes all the way up to 33, that didn't exist 10 years ago. But then you had the double chain ring on the front, but then the cassette on the back will be a lot smaller.
Yeah. It's a little bit small, but it's fast. When you're in the race in cyclocross, it's really fast. Always.
What do you do when you come to a barrier? Do you usually, depends of course on your speed before, do you usually jump, bunny hop the barrier, or do you get off the bike and carry your...
Boss. Me, I go to bunny up much as possible, but when it's really fast or technical, just before or after, because I run fast, I prefer run and don't take the risk. Or like it's a last laps, I prefer go run for it's more sure. But yeah, you have double technique, but the best it's a jump. Now all jump always.
But also depends on how you come into and how much speed. If it's grassy, because with grass you go slower. But tell our listeners how, if they don't know how to bunny hop, how to do it. What is the trick here?
I take my speed before, and I take my underbar. I go in the back. Yeah, I go in the back. I take my underbar in my
chest. The core. Yeah.
And after I put all in the front.
You put all in the front, so kind of coming up and then curving down again.
Yeah, but not my body all in the front. I put my saddle in the back of my stomach, and you go when you are in the top. You push, and for me it's difficult. This technique, but for me it's really natural. And
I mean, you grew up with it. I mean, you probably when you were a kid and you're playing around on the grass and they're telling you.
It's for this. When you arrive in the pro races, I don't know for the difference with for the men walking. I don't know the name. It's French. It's the trottoir, but
okay, yeah, the sidewalk.
Yeah, true. And for me, if I have the problem in the race, I jump directly up, and for me it's one insurance, and for the men it's not possible to jump this. For me it's not possible. You are a pro cyclist, and it's not possible you jump.
But you
this.
see it also if there's a crash happening and on a descent, and the other riders behind. If you do not know how to jump the road furnitures, or you see somebody's braking when it's wet and they go straight almost, you can see the arms are so stiff instead of just being relaxed, and just try to maneuver your bike. So what about dismounting the bike? Because when I grew up, I would always dismount on the left side and swing my leg around, and I would step through with my right leg between my left leg and the frame. So I would come in here. So I was ready to run. You see, but today I see all the cool kids, all the new generation. They click out, but they don't pull it through. They keep it, behind the left leg.
Yeah, normally this one it's an old technique, but me I prefer put behind because I run fast, and I practice only 2 before the barrier.
But you're never afraid of, because it's easy to, kind of have to do an extra step because you kind of get yourself.
For me, it's the movement when you are in the race. It's natural. It's for me, and it's better this, because you put this and you have one directly path is free. Yeah. When you put this, it's behind. It's a little bit hard. Alors, if you have this, you run a path. You push directly in the front, and for me, it's possible you push. More,
you get more power to the bike.
Yeah. But if when you are, it's your choice. Huh? It's
No, just curious to see.
Yeah.
Because, like, say, when I was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
kid,
but
they were teaching us that, and today
you
it's
have
different.
both.
Yeah,
Not one is forced, no one is true. You have both, but
yeah.
your choice the faster as possible.
Yeah.
Always.
You get to the stairs. Let's see, on the course we have stairs. That you need to run the stairs.
Yeah.
How would you shoulder your bikes? Because there are two ways you can shoulder your bike. You can put your arm under the down tube,
Under the down tube, and I take my underbar.
on the levers, on the brake
Yeah.
lever, not in the drop.
Yeah, I put the under tube and I take the underbar after the cone. But yeah, because I'm small, it's hard for me. I take
To
in
get around
front.
from the front,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because when you are tall, it's better you take behind for block your bike.
Right.
The objective is block the bike in the diagonal of you.
Okay.
For block all the person behind you is the most objective. And for me, because I'm small, I take behind down the bar and the tube, and I take down the bar. And I block like this. And for me, when you are behind, you won't take off my bike, my shoulder. It's not possible because it's blocked, completely blocked.
So it's not a matter of how long you have to run with the bike. It all depends on how you feel most comfortable. These two two ways to shoulder the bike.
It's true. You take most. It's comfortable for you.
So you can actually click out and get off the bike for the running or carrying, shouldering the bike on both sides, both left and right, or do you always do it on the same side?
Me, it's crazy, both sides.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
I
unusual.
think 10 rider arrive this because it's like I return with my left hand, and always I jump in my bike with the chain. And when I want take my bike with the big rings, I put always the grass of my jersey, and this technique is strange, huh? Because you have always the rings in your back.
Yeah.
And it's not comfortable.
No, it hurts.
And
yeah.
I tried the opposite side, and after you try, and one moment it's natural movement. And now for me, when I jump in my bike, it's natural movement. If you want see one crazy video of me with this, it's when I changed the bike in the Liège Bastogne, because when I arrive, the car cut the laps and arrive in front just with my bike, because it's not possible to take the copper section. And it's a Kobe in the mechanics.
Yeah.
He take my bike like this, and me I arrive in the corner like this. I go out in the left side, and I take my bike the right side, and I
Wow.
go but 2 seconds, and I
Yeah.
continue for don't lose time.
Can we find that sequence on YouTube? Is it the
Yeah, in YouTube, in with the Velon in Instagram too.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will. If we can find the video, I will link it in the podcast notes so
Yeah.
people can go and
Yeah,
watch it. But I also remember something similar happened last year to Beat van Leerberg and Tim Melier.
Ah, yeah.
When Beat, he gave him Tim's bike. Everything happened.
in UAE, I
I
think.
think it was a UAE at the
Yeah.
beginning of the season. Everything was in motion. There was no stopping along the road waiting for the bike. I mean, it was just Beat van Leerberg jumped off his bike, basically launched his
Yeah.
bike to Tim, who got off his bike, and then had it running to Beat so he could grab it, and he just jumped on the
Yeah.
bike. Everything was in full motion.
Yeah.
Both bikes never stopped.
Yeah, the both bike never stop, but the rider down and up the same. It's just training. It's same. You go in your garden, and you go jump in the left. You click off, right, click again. But in the first time, it's not natural. It's wow. When you jump behind the saddle in front. Oh yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, after it's natural, and it's really nice. When you have the downstairs or something like this, it's left or right is different, and you don't lose the time.
You don't lose the time,
Yeah.
no. Today we have two kind of riders who races on elite level cyclocross. You have the professional cyclists like Mathieu, Wout, Pidcock, Thibonnet. But then you also have the likes of Lars van der Haar, Isabit, Van Toornout, all those guys who only focus on cyclocross in winter.
Yeah.
Is it, for a person, is it difficult to go into battle on the weekend against the 100% hardcore cyclocross professionals?
It's really crazy. And if you see in the TV, you say, oh, it's just 1 hour. Easy, cool. You go training the Wednesday, full gas 1 hour 30 in the training, because it's like this, huh? Yeah. The Wednesday you go to 2 hour, full gas 2 times, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 2 times full gas, and just for the explosivity. After the training is finished, you go just with your road bike, a little bit exercise, but nothing. And you arrive in the race full gas, but it's 100% when you start and when you finish, always. And this is really crazy, because last year I remember I go maybe 2 or 3 races with the Powers team and Balois team. It's the team of Sven Nys. And in the road it's not bad too, but it take the road for preparation in the cyclocross season. And in the cyclocross season it's long, huh? September to March, huh? It's really long, and the 100% all time. Oh, it's, for me, really impressive.
Because you need to prepare for the seasons. You also can race and, gain results.
Yeah.
But also you need to also recover from all that. And I mean, during a season, you can only peak twice or maybe 3 times if you're a phenomenon. If you want to really peak at a high level and be, compete against the very best in the game. So it's crazy.
Yeah, but just for the person, say, oh, for me it's not really hard. Take your bike, go in the road, full gas, 100% is possible. You push 1 hour. And really, you arrive destroy after that. Because you don't eat and you don't drink. And this, in the first time, it's harder.
Has it ever happened to you that doing a race, maybe because it was cold, so you're also losing more calories from energy to warm up your body? Have it ever happened to you that you had to ask your dad or the guy in the pit to give you, when you went in there with the bike, a small sip of a bottle or a gel or something because you needed an extra shot just for the last bit?
In the last season, I use a little bit one caffeine gel, but if you won't take, its obligation is take the gel of the bottle in your bike, and it's obligation you change the bike in the pit lane. It's not possible you take in the middle of the part 1 bottle or 1 gel.
You have to do it in the pit lane.
Yeah,
but
it's obligation. Yeah. And for me, when you have 1 hour race, you take maybe 20 minutes before the start, 1 caffeine, and it's okay. Yeah. If you take 200 milligrams, it's okay for the finish line. Yeah, it's not you till you take another one. But I have 3 suit different. 1 for the summer, 1 it's a little bit cold, and 1 is really cold full long. And this I chose maybe like when I go to Val di Sole, I put full long. And when I'm in the, maybe I remember in the World Championships in Fayetteville, USA, maybe I take a full short because it's, maybe, I don't remember, I think 20 January or the second week in January. I don't remember exactly, but it's really warm. And I saw the picture 2 or 3 days after it's snow. Yeah, but if it's important to have such difference in your showcase.
Now you mentioned you raced the Val di Sole. Also, Val di Sole is usually packed with snow. I mean, for those people who doesn't know where it is, it's a valley that in Italy, in the Dolomites, that leads up all the way up to the Austrian border. It's a World Cup race, no?
Yeah, World Cup race.
They usually ride the course on the snow, but like a lot of snow sometimes, but hard packed, but slippery.
Yeah, it's maybe in the first time it's strange, but after it's not strange because you try for the Olympic Games. It's only for this you have.
Which will be a new, I think, discipline for Olympic Games in 2028. It has been approved, hasn't it?
Yeah, in France it's cyclocross. It's okay in the winter, but yeah, you try. It's not bad. It's for the technicity and it's totally different. You say, oh, it's snow. I put my bigger
the knobs on the tire. Yeah,
and it's not true. You use minimum as possible. Yeah, it's totally different
than riding in the mud.
Yeah, but for me it's good experience. Yeah,
I remember when they announced the first edition in Val di Sole. That was the same winter as we met up with Team Quick-Step here in Calpe, and I was talking to Stibar. And Stibar, he was like, "Oh, he didn't go, but like, I would love to go and do that cross race on the snow."
Yeah, me too. I think I go only because it's new and I want. Yeah, I go because I never see this. Yeah. But it's possible you saw this when you go in Czech in maybe in January. Yeah. Your race, the Total Cup, it's the like French Cup or. Yeah. You don't have Belgium Cup because you have E3 and super prestige. Yeah, too much in Belgium. But when you go in Czechia or in Poland, you have snow, but it's not snow like in the Dolomite in the Val di Sole. And for me, it's a really nice moment. Really nice découverte.
It's different, yeah.
Yeah, it's different, but it's nice.
Yeah. How important is to integrate running into your winter training regime?
Yeah.
I mean, how important is it to go 2-3 times a week for a run?
Yeah, I go run a lot because first part is I like run. Second time is important. When you broke your chain or you have flat tire, something like this, you take your bike in your bike in your shoulder and you run. Yeah. If you are 1K run, it's full gas. And yeah, for me, I like and it's important. But my best friend continues cyclocross. It's Loris Rouillet, and for him, he don't like run, and he don't run much as possible. If he have really the laps is really muddy. He go with the bike like a tractor. Yeah, but it's fast on this because if he go run, he lose the time. It's your personality again, and you choose the faster.
But you just go for an easy run. I mean, or do you also any efforts?
Both.
Yeah, both.
Yeah. Because it's me. I don't like when it's always easy. It's like training. When you go 4 hour training, just always easy. Oh, it's long time. I prefer when you go 4 hour and in the middle you have a little bit exercise like sprint but the time is faster when it's this.
It passes quicker the time, and also it's good to mix up your run with either doing a sprint up to the top of a hill or on a trail, or if you see stairs. And so one last question, talking about road cycling and 2025 and in the future, what races would you like to win one day? What is your dream race to win?
For this moment, my dreams one day races. It's important for this moment. I don't want to go like Tour de France. I won't go one time in my life, but now it's not my big goal. But I think after my first pro season, Strade Bianche is my goal because
you do really well there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's first time I love the race in the Italy, and Strade Bianche. It's I spoke with Lolo last year a lot for this race, and
so Strade Bianche.
Yeah, when you arrive in the big place.
Yeah, up to Piazza del Campo in Siena.
Yeah, I remember this for all my life when I finished my first Strade Bianche. But yes, I think it's my first big crowd in cycling won this race. And after, I don't know.
Liège, Bastogne, Liège?
No, I think so. No,
Flèche?
Allez, it's important because it's one monument.
Yeah.
But I think so. Flèche, yes. Yeah, Flèche.
It's got a good finish.
Yeah.
Powerful one that suits you.
This year, Lolo Com is not in my team, but I follow him because he know all the centimeter in the flesh, and sure he have the good idea for. It's important to see him.
It is. So you can still learn a lot from him.
Yeah.
And, you know, he would always, even though you're no longer riding for the same team, you're still friends and you will still be chatting in the pack, you know, in the group at races and stuff. So, and he would also still give away some of his many years of experience to every one of you. So,
We have a lot of experience, and it's really nice.
It is. So, Antoine, thank you so much for jumping on the podcast.
No, thank you, and thank you everybody for listening to me, and I hope you're happy.
I got one side question here. I'm just curiosity. What is your favorite Castelli product? If you only had to pick one.
I think the rain jacket. Yeah. Because it's crazy. Huh? All the mark is nice, but the rain jacket, or you go ask the bench, or say how you have chances. You have the rain jacket Castelli, and for this I think it's the best. But and the new suit Sanremo suit,
BTW.
I think it's very nice.
You like that?
Yeah. But for this moment, I just try. But I think it's nice. I won't try it in 2025.
So the new Sanremo suit.
I think it's very nice. And the Gaba Air is nice too. I'm really chances I have Castelli in the team for the rain condition. It's the best of the world.
No, that's good to hear. And keep in mind also all your feedback, product feedback, as you know, is always welcome. Because without your feedback and all the other riders and athletes within the Castelli world, we cannot keep improving the products.
Yeah, sure. It's for all the world.
Antoine, it was a pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of the stay here in Calpe. And then all the best of luck for the 2025 season.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you around.
Pleasure, really. I'm happy.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.